Hello, my beautiful people. How's it going? Hi, my name is Michelle, and I am a cash-based budgeter here in Western Australia. The weather was cold this morning. I didn't really pay attention to how much it went down to. I want to say the last time I checked it was like 9 degrees, so it was single digits. So it was kind of chilly this morning getting ready for work. But on the other hand, it wasn't raining, so the sun did come out in the afternoon. So I did go for a nice little lunchtime walk, and it felt great. Got my vitamin D. And then what else can I say? Oh, my 4-year-old son had an amazing day at daycare. He said he had so much fun playing with his friends, so yay. So that's always a plus when you're going and picking them up. And sometimes, the mom guilt sometimes can take over, but when they tell you they've had a good day playing with their friends, you calm down. You're like, you know what, it's not bad, it's not that bad. Tomorrow he goes to school, so I'm in that that hybrid school / daycare situation with kindy. Hubby has gone to the gym, and I'm like, you know what, this is a good time to do my 4th week of June cash stuffing. This money has come from my husband's side gig. Hubby does have a second job. Most weekends he does go out to do this job. He doesn't get paid regularly in the sense that he has to wait for the invoice to get paid. So one of the invoices got paid, which was a decent job. So that's why I have this cash ready for stuffing. Otherwise it would have been probably just only a couple of $100. But today I've got a little extra because of that. And I thought, let's see how many. I'm envisioning completing at least this saving challenge today, which I had set my mind up that this is the one. This will be finished in the month of June whilst I have the little extra income and the second mortgage hasn't hit. So I've got my trusty calculator here because you all know I can't count. I just cannot count. So I've got 50, 100, 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I have $600 here for stuffing for today, which is great. I hope I'm in focus. I do apologize for the lighting. I am trying to do this in the evening, and lighting is not that great. I don't know if I can adjust it here. Let me try. Nope, that made it worse. That's the best I could do, I think. So I've tried to move my lamps around. It's a bit shadowy. I think this is something I need to start to focus on, maybe doing it on the weekend in the morning so I've got a little bit of sunshine. So I've got this savings challenge, this one, and this one to target today. So the first one, as always, is the 50 challenge from Budget Down Under. I am waiting for her to open up her ordering. She did say it'll be opened up later this week. So I can order the Handy challenge. So first things first, the last 5. The last 10. The last 15. I think I will do this challenge again. Maybe I've got a few challenges on the way from Etsy that I purchased over Etsy from different stores. I do want to do those ones, but I made this one is very doable, and that's why I think I might do this one again. Not too sure whether I do it by the end of this year or if I do it early next year. But I definitely think this is the one I want to do. 25. $30. 35. 40. 45. I clearly don't wait till for these to dry. I'm just like, nah, I'll clean them up later. 45. And then last one, 50. And there you have it, everyone. I have finished this challenge for the month of July. It's done. So there you have it. 2 challenges I've managed for, no, not July, June. I finished 2 challenges for the month of June, which is great. Budget down under. She takes her orders over at Instagram. She only has one ordering day per month, and then I don't know what her turnaround is. So I think she does that so that she can keep her turnaround periods succinct, you know. So, but yeah, do check her out. She does have a YouTube channel, and she does have an Instagram where you can order those. Next one, this one is a larger challenge. So this one, when I count it up, it should be equal to 1,375. So this I've managed to do this month, which is great. Now this one, I'm not finishing this month, but I do plan to do 2 envelopes today because I have the bonus money. I was only going to do 1 envelope, but I've got this one is for $90, so I'll do this one. Since I've got a little extra income here, I might as well keep putting it away. 90, and again 90. So there you go. This one is a large denomination one. Oof. So it's at least over $500 already in here. I wonder if this one is a $3,000 one. For some reason, I thought this was a $2,000 one, but I'm starting to think this one could be a $3,000 one, which I need. The invoice is coming for my new build, the new house build. Yeah, that's hubby and I got a little carried away in our pre-start meeting the other day. You know what, the experience was amazing, you know, having to go and feel and touch and actually visualize and see different appliances and finishes that you can have, different tiles and colors, and you know, that was all very exciting. That's, I guess, the exciting part of building a new home, other than when you actually get to go in it, because otherwise it's just painful. It's a painful wait. And for us, it's like we have to pay 2 mortgages because we have to pay mortgage on this current house that we're living in, which, you know what, I am internally blessed because it's a very manageable mortgage. We got our house 10 years ago, so we had a very good rate back then, and we, you know, it was a house that we could afford back then, that's for sure. But this is a very comfortable mortgage for us, and so that is why we were able to kind of make the plunge on getting the family home, because this unit, when we purchased it, it was hubby and my first home. It was the first one we moved into together, so it means a lot to us. This home does mean a lot to us, but it was never to be the family home. But obviously, you know, things changed. It was difficult for me to fall pregnant with my son, so it took us a few years. Costs involved trying to have a child. For those who have experienced that will probably understand, you know, between going to fertility doctors and trying treatments, and it can take a lot mentally, emotionally, and financially. It's not cheap. I do know there's a lot of incentives now, and government interventions and, you know, programs that you can join now. IVF is now part of you could take it on your superannuation, and now I believe there are some clinics that do offer it under the government Medicare scheme, but I didn't have those options when I was trying, and so it was expensive. And I guess that's why when I did have my son, we weren't ready. It took so much that we dwindled our savings, that by the time I had my son, I had to go back to work in 6 months because we couldn't afford it. I had to go back to work early. However, cutting the story short, I've learned a lot through the journey of managing money. Sometimes I do still get carried away. I love shopping like the next person. I want the nice things. I want great things for my son. How many of you have such amazing stuff for your sons, but you'll still go to Kmart for your own clothes? That's kind of like where I am at. All right, so this challenge is from Planning for Reality. I wonder, is it cheating if I try to finish this one off? I don't know if I can, but I'm going to give it a good hard crack because I have this money here and I don't have any other challenges in front of me. That was very poor planning on my part, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to do this. Let's keep going, see how far this money goes. How much money do I have left? I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 5. So I have 95 plus 50. What is that, people? 145? Thereabout. That's close enough. Okay, first up the bat, I have $15. Come on. Now, I'm thinking of not counting any of these challenges that I finished yet. I was thinking maybe do it at the end of the month, do it collectively. What do you guys think? Set your icon amount, color in each item, and have made your deposits. I'm going to make each icon $10. Why not? Because I have it here. I'm going to do it 10, 20, 30. I want to say, I've already done this once before, so that's why it's partially colored. So I'm going to color those. Okay. Scratch and split. Stuck between I need to save money and we only live once. Scratch and split. Put half the money in your fund and half for saving in this envelope. Oh, how sweet of her. 20. So I'm going to follow the instruction. I'm going to put $10 aside and I'm going to put it into my allowance binder. I might take it as 2 5s. Yeah, that's going to go to the side, put it at the back, and that can go to my allowance binder. Thank you, Ree. I really appreciate that. Always thinking of others. Aren't you a sweetheart? Bonus saving. Okay, I might put that aside because that I can put any amount and I just want to see how I go. There are 2 ways you can save money. Make more or spend less. Definitely need to spend less. Scratch and save. 20. 10, 15, 20. Why do I feel like my camera is kind of like slanting down that way? Are you guys experiencing that, or is it just me? Probably will see it when I'm looking over the video again. Put some money away today. Freedom is never free. Ooh, freedom is never free. I can see that. I can see that being a problem. Sometimes we take freedom of speech too far. Okay, 15. 5, 10, 15. Have you guys been catching those allowance videos that I had with my son? He's loving it. He asked me today, is it allowance time? Can I have my monies now? I'm like, not really. Gotta wait. So I've got to now teach him patience. Like, you know, maybe put it on the calendar or something. Like, this is allowance days. How do you guys manage allowances for children? Like, I do know there are a few budgeters here on this community who are teaching their children to use savings challenges, and it's so adorable, and they really inspired me. I guess my question is, for your 5-year-old or a 4-year-old, or you know, how have you managed to teach them the difference between the money notes and, you know, like the 50 cents and 20 cents? And I was like, oh, I found that difficult. I genuinely found that difficult to teach. So if anyone's got any tips or ideas or articles I could read, I would really appreciate it. Put a little away for rainy days, scratch and save. Okay, beware. Little expenses can sink the ship. Now there are 2 scratch outs of this. That's 10. I do have that. And 5, 15. I have that. Five, 10, 15. Now, I've got $25 dues here. I can put all that money into these bonus savings. Decisions. That's a funny word. I'm tempted. I don't know what I'm tempted to do. I'm tempted to put $5 and $5. There is something I do want to start, but I was going to start it for the month of July, and that is my Christmas savings. One of the things that I have not done I have not started saving for Christmas at all. These are my old envelopes from Boss Girl Budgets. These beautiful envelopes, like, it's stunning. So I need to wipe them off, recount what I want. So I'm not ready to do that. But what I'm thinking, what if I take $15, 5, 10, 15, put it in here to start off this binder. So the next cash stuffing, I'll be starting my Christmas binder. And this one, I'm going to put $5 each. And that way, I have finished another challenge. Well, that's close. All right, so there we have it. We have a challenge video completed. These are my savings challenges. I'm absolutely loving these challenges. I think they're great. Not in focus. I think they're great. I think it's, you know, it's such a great incentive for me to put money away. It's giving me this instant gratification as you would get for shopping. So yeah, this is my video for today. I would really love it if you would stay tuned for the Bible verse reading. If you're not into that, I completely understand. But if you are, I forgot my train of thought. What I was trying to say is that if you're not staying, I hope you stay healthy and blessed. So today's Bible verse comes from Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust the Lord with all your heart and do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. That's beautiful, isn't it? Well, thank you everyone so much for spending time with me today. I hope that the verse encouraged your heart as much as it did mine. If this blessed you, don't forget to like, comment, or share with someone who needs a reminder of God's promise. Make sure to subscribe, and as always, remember stewardship is worship. Let's honor God in every dollar and in every decision. See you next time. Bye.